Because I started off just with my own wardrobe, it was a very idiosyncratic collection. I just bought what fitted me and what I liked. Once I opened my shop, it meant that I didn't just have to buy for myself, I could buy for everyone. Every year I do a swimwear window. It's great to sort of, at the start of summer, to sort of say, you know, we're going into the holidays, you know. I grew up in Perth, where the beach culture is a big part of it, and every day I used to go down after school and we'd go swimming. I'd like you to meet Clark. He's a 1950s mannequin, and today he's wearing a 1940s bathing suit made by Liberty Man. It's made of cotton, rayon and rubber, which is what they used before Lycra came about. And there he's got his beach towel and he's all ready for the window. Most of the pieces that I've got were made locally. I've got quite a lot of Speedos in the collection, for example, because that was a popular label. Swimwear has also been very dominated by Americans, so a lot of the pieces I have might be from Cole of California or Jansen, especially. I have several pieces by Jansen. This is one of the earliest pieces from my menswear collection. It's a brand new Speedo from the 30s, and Speedo pioneered the racing back, so it's unusual for its time. At that point, most men were wearing things like this, which are knitted wool. Would have taken quite a long time to dry, but, you know, nice and high-waisted. They looked pretty good in that. Then through the 50s, the bathing suits remained dull colours, but they got smaller. And then coming up to the 60s and 70s, they get skimpier still, lighter fabrics and brighter colours. I thought if I'm going to be serious about this collecting, I need to sort of focus on particular things. So I decided to focus on the two things that are hardest to find, which is lingerie and swimwear, simply because it is a lot more difficult to find. And most swimwear, it generally has to be either in unworn condition or very good condition, because the fabrics just deteriorate. Once you start getting into the 30s, they started using other materials, a lot more cottons and rayons. So the 30s bathing suits are a lot more attractive than the 20s ones. They're skimpier, they started to have halter necks with low backs. They had a whole beach culture in the 30s, which is a very glamorous time. Styles of the 1940s are more structured and figure-hugging. This red swimsuit, worn by Candice, is one of the earliest pieces from my collection. During the 1950s, styles became quite glamorous. This lace one-piece suit would have been perfect at a pool party. Floral cotton bathing suits from the 1950s are especially popular due to their classic styles and lovely fabrics. Although invented in the 1930s, the bikini didn't become popular in Australia until the 50s and 60s. This style is particularly modest compared to modern standards. Synthetic fabrics meant brighter colours, as we can see in this 1960s bathing suit. The collection itself in the shop tends to peter out in about the late 70s, which is sort of when I kind of lose interest a bit. I don't have a lot of 60s and 70s here, but if it's a special piece, especially if it's good quality, I'll tend to bring it in.